But when I was younger, he would tell me, his old war stories, and part of that involved weather balloons that they used. He was in the Army Corps of Engineers. And at any rate, he did tell me a little bit about that they were using him in the 40s and the 50s. And yeah, so this whole idea that you need satellites for GPS is ridiculous. The military has had that technology since before the first satellite was ever launched, and in fact, you can find old footage of the early 1950s when there were zero satellites, allegedly, where they have things that look exactly like cell phone towers and satellite dishes. So what this tells me, what does it tell you? Should I have to answer this for you, or should I let you think about it for a minute? If the Army had cell phone towers and satellite dishes in 1950, when there were no satellites, what does that tell you? What it tells me is satellite dishes and cell phone towers are not related to satellites orbiting the Earth whatsoever. It tells me that they are tapping in to ground-based Tesla based technologies, which are essentially naturally created by the Earth. That was the brilliant thing about Tesla. He understood that the Earth itself was a giant capacitor plate and that the ionosphere was the other plate to make the connection. And modern globe science still doesn't have an explanation for lightning. They don't. But to me, and I think probably to Tesla, it was obvious that all lightning is the ionosphere grounding out. Makes perfect sense to me. Could be wrong. It's just a theory. But yeah, the exact same effects of satellites can be achieved by weather balloons, which the U.S. military was using since at least the early 40s to extend the range of radio waves, to triangulate on radio positions, etc., etc. Now, the truth is, the idea of satellites are so utterly ridiculous, it's extremely confounding to ponder how they ever possibly got away with that lie for so long. The U.S. alien property during wartime, which they used to